Hello everyone, my name is Chris Nigro, and here I will be presenting to you my Dance on Camera final project entitled In My Experience. The inspiration behind this piece was that I wanted to create somewhat of a pseudo follow-up / sequel to my site-specific project entitled Upbringing, which some of you might remember because it was in the spring dance concert this semester. Where in that film I told a story about childhood, here I wanted to tell a story about the early stages of adulthood and how even though times may seem stressful and uncertain when you're going out into the real world, you're only adding to the amazing memories that you can experience through learning about different things and meeting new people in your life. I also wanted this to essentially be an amalgamation of the different techniques I used in my films this semester, and you'll notice as I go through my shots and watch the film that I pay homage and reference a lot of my previous work. So starting off, we have a simple mid-shot of me sitting in a limp position next to my drawer. We then cut to a bird's eye view of me in the same position. This shot is paying homage to my first film where we performed in and out of frame for a minute with the camera in the same position the entire time. I shot that film in the same bird's eye view you see here. Next, we cut to a worm's eye view of me in the same position. Then we cut back to the mid shot where I start to do a bit of choreography and it ends with a close-up of my face. So this entire intro sequence is already paying homage to Upbringing because in the beginning of that film, I open with a bunch of different shots of me in the same position to establish the atmosphere of the piece. And though that is my intention with this piece as well, I also kind of wanted to misdirect the audience into thinking that this is going to be a sad, somber piece and that I'm miserable because I'm in a limp position with my PJs on. But once I start dancing with a smile on my face, the audience will know that that's not the case and that this is probably going to be a happy, joyful piece. We then cut to a tracking shot of me putting on a jacket and walking out the door. It's the same jacket that I wore in Upbringing, so again, adding on to the idea that this is a pseudo-sequel to that film. Next, we have a long mid-shot of me dancing in a hallway in my house. I have surprisingly little space to work with here, and the hallway is meant to represent the metaphorical claustrophobia that one may experience going through adulthood. Next, we cut to a high-angle wide shot of me dancing in the back of my house for about a minute, and then we transition to a wide worm's eye view of me dancing in the grass. Now, I personally really like how aesthetically pleasing this shot is, with the grass coming up in frame a little bit. But the reason for changing from a high-angle shot to a low-angle shot is that I wanted to portray the idea that when you're an adult, you sometimes feel like you put yourself in situations that are bigger than yourself, i.e. me during finals week. But once you come out the other end, you feel like you're on top of the world, and I wanted the shot on the grass to be what I like to call the hero shot, where the camera looks up in awe at the hero, me of course being the hero. There are also a bunch of homages to my teleportation piece, Oh Universe Hold Me Up, in these 3 long shots of me dancing. Not only do I use a lot of the choreography from that piece, but the choreography also transitions into each other when we cut to a different shot. So at the end of the hallway shot, I start doing a slide to the left of the screen, which then transitions to the back of the house in which I complete said sliding movement. At the end of the back of the house shot, I cover the camera lens with my hand, only to uncover it when I'm on the grass. After that, we head into the bridge of the song, in which I created a brief little fun montage of 3 low-angle wide shots of my feet just dancing along and grooving to the music. After that, as we head into the grand finale of the song, I overlaid all 3 of my shots onto one another, showing that I've finally become whole, and that I'm now no longer worried about how I dance. I'm just grooving around to my heart's content in a little dance party with myself. This is somewhat of a reflection of how, at the beginning of the semester, I was pretty uncomfortable with dancing on screen, but now, at the end of the semester, I've become fully comfortable to the point of me starring in my own final project dance film. The final shot is a tracking shot of me walking in my room and sitting in my chair with the door closing, thus ending this chapter of my experience in adulthood, but fully aware that there are many more chapters to come. Finally, I added a little graphic of one of the musicians in the song saying, "Great take, let's use it," because that line is pretty much my dance on camera experience in a nutshell. I would have several takes of footage that I didn't like throughout the semester, but when it came down to the final product, I ended up being really happy with the work that I created. Great take. Let's use it. That's pretty much it. Without further ado, please enjoy In My Experience.
Years ago, I met this speech pathologist, Antoine Stanley, and I begged him that he should consider to sing. He laughed, and I gave him my email. Years later, I received an email from Antoine saying he would like to sing. With no song, I sent the Wolfpack and a camera crew. The result? Remarkable.
I said wait for the moment, gone home, went to bed, while the other kids, they're still outside. I don't feel time when I sleep, so I snuggle up with my sheet and wait for a brighter day. I play football tomorrow with only my best friends, people I like, but I don't love, are not allowed. I wonder if Sharon will see me, but I'll play cool, 'cause cool is what you have to do. It's hard to make a point when you're living so loud. Turn it down. Trying to get my friend excited about not being invited. I say that's an opportunity. Back down, I smile. Listen down, I smile. It was so nice to get a call. I'm good at stuff, and you're into stuff. Ooh, let's make products. I'm a product guy, and you're a produce girl. I said the money will be spent. I'm to the grooves that turn you off. Bassman. Ooh, break it down. Stuff, you're into stuff. Ooh, let's make products. Oh, yeah, I'm a product kind of guy. You're a produce kind of girl. I say money will be spent. Oh, I'm attuned to the groove that turns you on.
Great take. Let's use it.